Hello, welcome to another video by the Manual Brew Bros. I'm Paul, not Jesse, as you can tell. And today we are here in the beautiful mountains of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee on a family trip we do every year. And I just came from a trip to North Carolina where I was privileged to enjoy a coffee shop called Recess Coffee and Baked Goods. I think they're in Black Mountain, North Carolina. And I picked up some coffee by a roaster in Denver called Sweet Bloom. And I had a pour over there, Rwandan. It was delicious. So I picked this up to take home with us. It's a Campazi red bourbon variety coffee, a Burundi. It is a washed process. It has flavor notes of Cassis, Mandarin, and honey. That Cassis is like a black currant. So it's like a real rich, jammy note. And that we'll talk a little more about that jamminess later, maybe try to explain that. So let's get to making a recipe. Got our kettle here waiting for us. 202 degrees. We have ground our coffee at around, well, it's a 5 and 1 on the Fellow Ode Gen-2, which is around 575 microns if you're tracking that. I'm just going to wet my filter here, get it ready for the brew. I'm using the Hario V60 Neo, which is a newer brewer of theirs that has extra ribs that makes it flow more quickly. It's a great brewer. It does a really good job of bringing out the notes. So we're going to enjoy that. We're doing 15 grams in of coffee. We're going to do 250 out. This is a bloom and 4-pour recipe, so I'll kind of walk you through it while we go. We're going to do a 50-gram, 45-second bloom, okay? So we'll start our timer, and here we go. We're blooming. Blooming. Look at that bloom. Would you just look at it? If you do your bloom and you notice that some of those grounds didn't get good water on them, then you can give it a little swirl just to do that. I'm actually not going to do very much agitation at all, where you'll pick it up and move it around or stir in this recipe, because you're doing so many pours so quickly. It generally, in my tests, I haven't noticed a big difference one way or the other. So this is kind of a long bloom, 45 seconds, but then our pours are going to go quickly. You'll see how that goes. We're at 33 right now according to the clock, so we're rolling. If only someone had some editing skills, maybe they could throw a clock up on the video while we're doing this. That'd be fun. Jesse's got a mic on, so if he's yelling at me, you guys can hear it. Here we go, 45, 15 seconds. We're going to get our next 50 in here. So we pour up to 100. There it is. And we're waiting to 1 minute. So these next ones go quickly. We're already at 55 seconds. So at 1 minute, we're going up to 150. Here we go, 150. There we are. And at 115, we'll go to 200. Now again, this is a really sweet coffee. I have made this with multiple brewers. Haven't had a single bad cup yet. So looking forward to tasting this, sharing with you all about it. Almost to 130. At 130, we'll do our last pour. And like I said, I was at Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is that town is full of coffee shops. There's some great ones. There's one called the Drippolator that does really good lattes, experimental stuff. If you're ever in a new town, look for coffee shops that are not Starbucks or, Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with getting a coffee from those places, but for me personally, I love to find a hidden gem and try it out. Doesn't always work out, but every once in a while, you strike gold, like with Recess Coffee. So we're going to let this guy drip down, and we will meet you at the tasting rocking chairs. All right, now we're going to drink this coffee.
Set that off?
Yeah, sure. Drink our Burundi. Where's the bags over there? Smells nice. See how this is. I've really enjoyed every cup I've had of this so far. Spoilers, I have had some. It's just
this is not an unboxing review.
No. Maybe we'll do one of those though. That'd be fun.
But also Hardin Coffee.
Look at that.
Shameless local coffee shop plug.
Campbellsville, Kentucky. One of the best. All right, let's see.
I didn't even think about the video. I just went ahead and took a sip.
Do it. We're down. We're really just
full disclosure. This is first coffee of the day.
It is. We're just enjoying our coffee here. That's a sweet cup. Yeah, this one I went up a click on the grind because the cup I made last night was a little slower on the drawdown and maybe a little strong. This one seems lighter for sure than the one I had last night.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's a really good cup of coffee.
That's a delicious cup. I'm getting.
Still trying to get my mind around it.
I've got that honey. Like that honey comes out like swinging for me. Like it's right there in the front.
So talk about, because you've mentioned a couple times with this coffee, a aspect of it that you really enjoy in coffees, and you said it was jammy.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
So like to me, that jammy flavor you'll see sometimes mentioned on like a bag of coffee, jammy. And to me, that's like a deep, rich, sweet flavor. You know, like jam is, you wouldn't just eat a, well, I mean, you might, but you're not generally just going to sit down and eat spoonfuls of it because it's so rich. And coffee, it has that, but it's like you can just keep going. You know what I mean? It's got that sweet, deep richness. To me, it's like a, well, I think that Cassis flavor that they threw on there, which is like a black currant. It's like a blackberry jam. You know, like a deep, rich, fruity, sweet flavor. That's what I get out of this that I enjoy so much about it.
Yeah.
This one is, I think, probably the most honey-forward cup that I've had out of it, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's like it leaves that, for lack of a better way of putting it, like a film in your mouth. It makes you want more.
Yeah.
It's almost, it's really good.
Delicious.
I've never heard someone call it jammy, though.
Yeah.
Jammies is what I wear to bed.
Yeah, me too. So this is the Burundi from Sweet Bloom Coffee. Highly recommended by the Manual Brew Bros.
Yeah, it's good. It is like I guess more developed maybe.
Yeah.
In the flavor, but it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Which I like in a coffee.
Not dark. It's not that roasty is not there at all.
Right.
It's like the perfect, but it's not tea-like either. You know, it's not like, oh wow, this is so light. It's like right there in the middle, exactly where you want like a good, rich, deep cup of coffee with a lot of depth to it. So.
Very forgiving to brew.
Mm-hmm.
Just about every brew method he tried produced a good cup.
Yeah, I've done the Joelle, because I only had it since we left on this trip. I've done the Joelle, I've done the Neo, and I've used the Fellow Stag, and all three produced a great cup of coffee. I do think that the Neo dripper brings out the notes the best. I think it's the most developed cup, but.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was jealous whenever he was sending me pictures from the cafe.
Yeah.
And I was,
Next time
7 hours away in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So when we got on this vacation, I was really pumped. This coffee has not disappointed, that's for sure.
If we're back up there in October, we need to go by recess for sure.
Very good. Hey, like, share, subscribe.
Please.
We got some more exciting videos coming.
They come.
And we are excited to share them with you.
Yep.
And we might even do a little, promotional thing, giveaway or something like that. Who knows? Maybe win yourself a bag of free coffee. But we appreciate you watching, and we hope you'll join us again.
Adios.